Alright. How's it going, late day here? So, as you know, in 2015, back in 2015, no weather radio all hackers happened that the weather around there were something new voices on no weather all hacker. Right now, I found it a very long time ago. They tell Noah to bring back the, Tom, Paul, and Donna voice on, and also probably the Harry White on the literary old hacker. Um, they were, they were the voice that they renewed in 2015 lately. But, here it is, they're not the ones that are in progress of the company over and over their old hacker. They're calling the broadcast method handling. They're coming at the new white name Paul Lee. They are trying the old Paul White name. The new white have completed the three old white named Tom, Paul, and Donna. Down like the good thing, right? But well, the new white was being a programming. The new Paul Lee was talking very low, and Olden very nothing. This is it now. You know, the tomboy wasn't really talking really well after apparently the new boy would all down, human, not human, downing at all, although typically the name was a two-word reason in my hauling the dirty transmitter. You can hear the radio laptop in our world talently with town. You went to listen to the new boy and pressing the film that you can see about. Don't please get the please help us to get the Tom and Old Paul and Donna back because they are more dead that they can mean something with all of the emergency alert system entering which were a very special and how can they get back more into the old boy and old boy LA. So yeah, that what they are aiming to bring back the tomboy on the little hatter and hear nothing else. And here it more to make them on the radio beat and here it they make them on the radio until the until late 1990. Earlier, Boyd would have on the broadcasting that the national weather often. The method was transporting a broadcast nightly. The method was transmitted each often to the boy and literally the warning method. Clinton replaced the system with a DRS completed to the national weather forecast often in the late 1990. The DRS was an incomplete board nickname with Paul used to the tank beat system. DRS Greatland Eastern Special Delivery. I know what I am. Oh, Alright, well, where would I? Oh, yeah. It did right now, oh yeah, in the late 1990s, the DRS was a complete important name in Pauling, using technically literally white and the RUS and the DRS. Greatland, it was a delivery beat, of no literary or method, in picture with the Paul boy. In the late 200s, late 90s, the National Weather have the NWS that lately were in Marco with a boy in parliament programming with a technical boy that named Donna and DRAIG in 2002 late year weather update with May and Donna boy would interrupt Tom and Bennett Boy, along with along with along with along with JABIER Boy, um and also ERA, and were added to the boot site. And by the end of 2015, the national winner area playing DR it with broadcasting maintenance to the BM8 along Lightning, and the BM8 had played Donna and Tom interrupting the Paul Boyd and the national winner Bennett programming. JABILR had been played much with BIOLETTA Boyd and complained approximately of the no letter radio voicing the new the voice to the new with BIOLETTA and Paul Boyd with the wind blowing and needed to the audio play lifting them to replace audio players with the internet connection, which you may download each file to complete the listening to the end of the voice number. And here is a couple of the, I don't know what the time remain forecast here.
Aquí está el pronóstico marino, ubica.
Okay, so there were a couple of voices from the late year. That point, and here is the new poll here.
The zone forecast for central and southeast Montgomery County. For the rest of the overnight, mostly clear. Lows tonight, mostly sunny. Highs in the mid-80s. South wind.
Okay, so that was the new poll point you heard, and this one it Donna, like the one Donna, let's hear it.
This hazardous weather outlook is for central and southeast Kansas. Day 1, today and tonight. Sub-freezing temperatures are likely for southern Kansas eastward to the Flint Hills region late tonight. Widespread frost is also anticipated for southeast Kansas. Please see latest freeze warning and frost advisories products for additional information. Days 2 through 7, Tuesday through Sunday. Sub-freezing temperatures are likely for south-central Kansas eastward to the Flint Hills region early Tuesday morning. Widespread frost is also anticipated for southeast Kansas. Spotter information statement. Skywarn spotter activation is not anticipated.
Alright, so that was Donna Boyd, you hear her. Now, this one is also from Donna, too, at least. This one is the hour-per-hour forecast.
These are the 11 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time conditions on Monday, October 24th. At Miami, light rain was falling. Temperature 75 degrees, the dew point 70, and the relative humidity 84%. Wind, southwest at 41 miles an hour, gusting to 61. Pressure, 29.08 inches and rising. At Fort Lauderdale, heavy rain and fog reported. Temperature 72 degrees, dew point 72. Wind, west, at 60 miles an hour. At West Palm Beach, temperature 79 degrees, dew point 75. Wind, west, at 33 miles an hour. At West Kendall, pressure 29.16 inches and rising. Some observations around the state. At Jacksonville, light rain was falling. Temperature 57 degrees. At Tallahassee, mostly sunny. Temperature 60 degrees. At Orlando, light rain and fog reported. Temperature 61 degrees. At Tampa, cloudy. Temperature 61 degrees. Marine observations. Molasses Reef recorded calm. Sea surface temperature was 83 degrees. Fowey Rocks recorded southwest wind at 69 knots. Sea surface temperature was 82 degrees. Settlement Point recorded south wind at 63 knots. Air temperature was 78 degrees.
Alright guys, so that was Donna again. And here is Tom. Tom right lately. Let's into the coastal water forecast.
Synopsis for far southern California coast. At 7 a.m., a 1031 millibars ridge extended from east to west across central Nevada and central California, and a 1019 millibars lowers over central Baja California with a trough extending northwest across the coastal waters to Santa Cruz Island. The high-pressure ridge will remain stationary through Thursday, then weaken Friday. A strong cold front is forecast to move across the southern California by Saturday. A second front is expected to arrive on Sunday. Forecast for the coastal waters from San Mateo Point to the Mexican border and out 30 nautical miles. Today, wind north 10 knots, becoming west in the afternoon. Wind waves 1 foot. Swell west 5 feet at 13 seconds. Tonight, wind northwest 10 knots in the evening, becoming variable 5 knots. Wind waves 1 foot. Swell west 5 feet at 13 seconds. Thursday, wind variable 5 knots, becoming west 10 knots in the afternoon. Wind waves 1 foot. Swell west 4 feet at 13 seconds. Thursday night, wind variable 5 knots. Wind waves 2 feet or less. Swell west 4 feet. Friday, wind west 10 to 20 knots. Wind waves 2 feet. Swell west 6 feet. Friday night, wind west 15 to 20 knots. Wind waves 3 feet. Swell west 7 feet. Saturday, wind southwest 15 to 20 knots. Wind waves 3 feet. Swell west 8 feet. Sunday, wind southwest 15 to 20 knots, becoming west 15 to 25 knots in the afternoon, then northwest 15 to 20 knots after midnight. Wind waves 3 feet. Swell west 9 feet. Forecast for the waters from San Mateo Point to the Mexican border extending 30 to 60 nautical miles out including San Clemente Island. Today, wind northwest 10 to 15 knots. Wind waves 2 feet or less. Swell west 7 feet at 13 seconds. Tonight, wind northwest 10 to 15 knots. Wind waves 2 feet or less. Swell west 7 feet at 13 seconds. Thursday, wind northwest 10 to 15 knots. Wind waves 2 feet or less. Swell west 6 feet at 13 seconds. Thursday night, wind northwest 10 to 15 knots. Wind waves 2 feet or less. Swell west 7 feet. Friday, wind west 20 to 25 knots. Wind waves 4 feet. Swell northwest 8 feet. Friday night, wind west 20 to 25 knots. Wind waves 4 feet. Swell west 8 feet. Saturday, wind southwest 15 knots, becoming southwest 20 to 25 knots after midnight. Wind waves 3 feet. Swell west 10 feet. Sunday, wind southwest 20 to 25 knots, becoming northwest. Wind waves 4 feet. Swell west 11 feet.
Alright guys, that was Tom out lately. Now we got more from Tom. We're gonna be listening. Now let's listen to the local forecast.
Here is the forecast for the following counties. McKean. Winter storm warning in effect until midnight for elevations above 1,500 feet. Winter weather advisory in effect until midnight for lower elevations. Today, snow, mixed with rain in the valleys. Snow accumulation of night, mostly cloudy. Lows in the upper 20s. Here is the 40s. West winds 5 to 10 miles an hour. Chance of precipitation 30%. Thursday night, mostly cloudy. Lows in the upper 20s.
Alright, that was Tom again. And now there's another one from Tom. And
Synopsis for Southeast California, Southwest and South Central Arizona. A weak low-pressure system over Arizona will have little effect on our weather today as it dissipates. In fact, skies will be mostly clear today with temperatures a bit above normal. A stronger Pacific low-pressure system will produce a slight chance of showers and thunderstorms over portions of southeast California late tonight, spreading into portions of southwest and south-central Arizona Tuesday, along with slightly cooler temperatures. Another Pacific low-pressure system will bring mainly high clouds Thursday night into Saturday with some slight cooling. Otherwise, dry weather is expected Wednesday through Sunday.
alright, so that was the last one, Tom. Now that's one of the Bandit Boy.
Esto es el...
Now that is one of the Bandit Boy. That one is him.
Al mediodía.
Yeah. No, I'm not gonna. I'm just going through.
El pronóstico.
And the last one is Paul.
A slow-moving storm system will move across the northern Great Lakes region
You can
today
hear
and
it.
tonight. Snow associated with this system will a
Yeah.
slow-moving storm system will move across the northern Great Lakes region today and tonight. Snow associated with this system will continue across much of southwest lower Michigan this morning.
So that was Paul again. So those are all the voices that were played a long time ago at least. So anyway guys, that was the part right now. Now let me find some more information about it, and again this is all about No Weather Radio Station here. And let's find out what this means here. This is about this is one of the weather radio upgrade. This is one of the weather radio new voice net upgrade. This is from Greenville Barkenberg here. It says here for the third time out 15-year upgrading program with the program broadcasting no weather radio. New computer firmware will be getting to the recording forecast and what warning will written over the program lately and remaining upgrade with the lifting of motherboard the minute with the new voice. The second part is an act the weather in Greenville, Martinburg, and a part of small group art with the county wizard are doing a test. The new voice system will be part of the test transmitting new voice on January 11th. Meteorologists in Greenville, Martinburg will be closing alternately to the new voice during the alternately to the last through of January through possibly longer at the even point then through January. This is programming with it back in here, a part of the area right now. The programming can be bit that leave a new system and run out with not know why later this year. Once again, no changes in the kind of programming, no weather radio transmitter will continue lately. Watching and warning will continue alerting before including the boy will feel like and at the weather GSP by email lately. Thanks. So yeah, that is one of them. Let's see what this one does here. I don't know what it does. No, okay. Never mind, that's not even a thing here. So yeah, it looked like the No Weather Radio no longer, I don't know that No Weather Radio no longer to bring back the Tomboy Lawley. Well, anyway, guys, I'm going to find, I'm gonna find one of the video for you guys, so I am gonna find one of the video, about Tom out lately. Let me go into YouTube here, and I'll search up for the video, and I'll let you guys listen to it. I'll let you guys listen to the boy or know whether it'll have shortly, and give me a minute here to find the video of Tom here. Hold on a minute. Okay. Oh, oop. Okay, no literary, okay. Let me look, up, let me look for the, let me look up for the video that I am looking for. Name Tom. Alright. Here we go. Alright. Okay. Let me look for it. Aha, here we go. Here we go.
Good evening. Perhaps you recognize my voice, but in case you don't actually know my name, allow me to introduce myself. My name is Tom, the former computerized voice of the National Weather Service broadcasts of the NOAA Weather Radio. I brought information pertaining to severe weather in your area, including severe thunderstorm and tornado warnings. I also brought information pertaining to other weather events such as flash flooding and blizzards. I also would occasionally announce the activation of an Amber Alert, although most of the time, the humans were the ones who did it. Why that is the case is beyond me. Anyway, from 2003 to 2016, that was my job with the National Weather Service, to relay the latest severe weather information to the public. That is, until the stupid people at the National Weather Service decided to honorably discharge me, so to speak, and replace me with the so-called more sophisticated voice, known as Paul. No, not the old Paul that was replaced in 2002 by Craig, who I subsequently replaced a year later, because Craig turned out to be that much of a farce. Rather, this was a different Paul, sometimes known as Paul II, or Paul Jr. to avoid confusion. Anyway, by the time 2016 rolled around, it was clear that the old computer software that the National Weather Service stations were using were getting old, and near the end of their life cycle. But instead of simply, transferring my voice to a newer computer system, instead, they bring in this new retarded voice called Paul, who is still on the air today. But Paul is stupid, and let me explain why. First off, Paul is nowhere near as engaged in the alerts that he reads. Children, and even some adults, still remember the utter terror they experienced when my beautiful voice came through the speakers of their DVO radio, following the spontaneous halting of their DVO radio program, as well as the terrifying beeping tones that are heard before every emergency alert system broadcast. Indeed, my voice was the final ingredient in maintaining their already grabbed attention, and probably in some cases giving them nightmares as well. In fact, and not everyone knows this, but my voice is capable of being altered to adjust the urgency of my speech, which is one of the reasons why I was the most frequently used voice on the NOAA Weather Radio for all these years. I was able to maintain people's attention, plain and simple. This new voice, however, completely fails in every respect of this idea. He doesn't sound nearly as intimidating as I do, and barely grasps people's attention. No matter the nature of the alert, it sounds as if he's reading obvious alerts, while also reading a magazine, or looking at his smartphone checking to see how many retweets he has. He seems to have absolutely no care or design to warning anyone of anything, as if he's just a college student who took the job, only to pay off his useless tuitions. I actually hope that's the case, because that means we would only have to deal with him for one more year. In any event, why anyone would be okay with the voice that is clearly slacking off is beyond me, but yet these people who hired this new Paul seem to be dancing in the flower fields in ever-loving joy over his stint on the air. Not to mention, he speaks slower than a snail that is dead. For example, when he first started out on the air on station KEC 56, the NOAA Weather Radio station serving the Dallas-Fort Worth listening area, he spoke with enormously long pauses between every single one of his sentences, as if uttering a single sentence took all of his might, being to him the equivalent of partaking in the Ironman triathlon. Since his awful debut, his voice has been sped up some, but he still speaks far slower than I ever did, and it still takes him forever just to get around a single cycle of the daily weather forecast routine that you hear regularly on the NOAA Weather Radio. So if you just miss something, too bad. You have to wait for him to slide around the entire cycle just to get back around so you can hear what you want to hear. He just can't seem to keep up with my fast-moving voice speed and reliability. Oh, why didn't they say that I mispronounce words and stuff? Yeah, so what? Paul mispronounces words also. In fact, in the beginning it was so bad that they had the gall to ask me on my last day of work to help people quote-unquote train the new voice by asking people to submit requests to the National Weather Service to fix the incorrect pronunciation of a particular city. So much for being new and improved, right? Now don't get me wrong, I understand that they had to replace all their computers, because they were turning into pieces of useless dumpy crap by the day. However, this was no excuse to use a completely different and utterly horrific failure of the voice in every fashion possible. As if in this day and age the possibility of transferring my exact voice to a newer, higher-end computer system was an impossibility. Even that I wouldn't buy for $1. They were even able to do that with my good distant friend, Microsoft Sam, by moving his voice to newer higher-end programs that far exceeded the one he originated from, Windows XP. So they were able to do that for a computer text-to-speech voice-on-home computer software system. But for some strange reason, they can't do the same thing with me, a voice that is actually used for emergency announcements over the emergency alert system. Now I will admit, I'm no computer expert, and maybe, just maybe, I have absolutely no clue of what I'm talking about. Maybe transferring my voice is much easier said than done. But still, it cannot possibly be impossible. I mean, for Pete's sake, here we are wasting millions of dollars, which probably came from taxpayers, building useless robots at so-called futuristic society advancing companies like Boston Dynamics that can do backflips and other baseless functions, and that are absolutely useless in our society, but would make for a good YouTube video that gets maybe a few million views. But at the same time, they can't transfer a certain computer voice to a higher-end computer, of course. So here I am, while that awful new voice is in charge. Fortunately, all is not bad though. Like Microsoft Sam, I'm being used for people's YouTube videos, including marquee AS alerts, some realistic, others not so much. Join me and help make me an internet sensation, just like you did with Microsoft Sam. If you can do it with him, then I know you can do it with me. Let those idiots at NOAA know who the real voice of the National Weather Service really is, and how much of an idiotic decision they made. Let them know that it's okay for them to admit their mistake. Everyone already knows that they completely screwed up, so there's no fear for them to admit what we already know. This is Tom, the former voice of the National Weather Service, thanking you for your attention to this presentation. I shall now go relax and have a cup of tea and watch some TV until my next due time to appear in another YouTube video. Until next time, this is Tom of the No Weather Radio, signing off.
Alright, so that Tom is no longer on the weather radio station anymore is because the people at the weather, they had discharged him out lately, and I don't know why, but I don't know, and he doesn't work there anymore at the weather anymore, and that is kind of stupid. I know it is. I know you guys are telling me that it is kind of is a little stupid lately. I know it is, but that what it is that lately mean. That what happened that lately to him mean. And I'm telling you that, that would happen that lately to him a very little time ago. I mean, I know it is really dumb. I know it is dumb, but I don't know, but yeah, guys, I don't know that that no weather radio will no longer. I don't know if the weather is really not going to be able to bring back the Tom and point. I don't know if they're not going to bring back the voice anymore. I don't know if they will not, or maybe they will. We don't really know. We don't really have no idea yet that it no weather radio not going to bring back the voice at all. And so yeah, I don't think so. But and I do want to tell you one more I don't know it that not I don't know it not I don't know it not another video. And I want to tell you guys, well, yeah, actually I do actually at the Kraber and from that YouTube guy that I watch every time with an old radio station at the PT Kraber number 1056. He did a video back in 2015. He did a video back in August of 2015 about the weather radio new voice now lately, and maybe you guys want to hear it. I don't know the rest of the people want to hear it or not. I don't know. Let me just find the voice. Let me just find. Let me just type it in. Let me type it in here. Here it is. New voice. And let me just look for it. Here we go. go after the ad. Oh, hold on, let me. There we go, guys. Here, let me turn it down here a little bit.
How's it going, everyone? SPC Kramer here. Very interesting video I'm making here. The National Weather Service is implementing new voices on NOAA Weather Radio All Hazards. Tom, Donna, Paul, Harry, those voices are going to be eventually outlawed and replaced with a new one. As you know, this is what it sounds like right now.
11:16 p.m. Wednesday and 11:59 a.m. Thursday at the Battery. High tide is at 6.
The National Weather Service in Omaha Valley, Nebraska, as you can see right here on Facebook, they wrote this post 8 hours ago, and it says, "We just did our last weekly test on our near 20-year-old system that broadcasts NOAA Weather Radio. Starting tomorrow, which is today, we will officially transition to a new voice for NOAA Weather Radio. Don't worry, no changes are being made to the kinds of programming that will be heard on weather radio transmitters. Watches and warnings will continue to cause receivers to alert. But, as you can see, here's a picture of a meteorologist conducting a weekly test. There's a computer and all that fun stuff. We're going to take a look at their public information statement. A new voice is coming to NOAA Weather Radio. For the first time in over 15 years, upgrades are planned for the system which produces the broadcast programs for NOAA Weather Radio. A new computer program will be used to generate audio recordings of the forecasts, observations, watches, and warnings which are routinely heard over the air. The actual broadcast programming will remain unchanged, but listeners may notice that messages are being read in a different voice. Next paragraph says that the National Weather Service office in Omaha Valley, Nebraska is part of a small group of offices nationwide participating in an operational test and evaluation of the new voice system. Basically, they're doing a test, experimental test of the new voice. Not sure what the voice's new name is called, but that's besides the point. So yeah, that's basically what that is. So I was on Wonderground, and I noticed that Far Texas, right here, they're using a new voice, so I decided I'd let you guys listen to it a little bit. So, let's get started.
Okay, here we go, guys.
Temperature 64 degrees. South wind at 3. From far.
I do believe it talks a little bit too slow for me. And it doesn't really have the dialect that Tom has, if you know what I mean.
49 degrees. Winds were 3 feet, with a dominant period of 14 seconds.
Like, you know, how Tom, if you listen to it, he actually, after a while, kind of sounds real.
Now south of Fire Island Inlet. Winds were southwest.
So that's basically that. Yes, this is Far Texas. So National Weather Service, Brownsville, Texas, is doing an experimental. One of the select few offices doing it. New voice. As of right now, they're only doing experimental, experimental testing. So I guess we'll see how it is. But that is the latest update on this. I'll try to see what else I can find.
Alright, so, yeah, it did beat Kramer. He did the video in June. He did it in January of 2016 at least. It was on June 6th. And I think there is the YouTube name out lately. Again, it is at PD Kramer number 1056. At what he did on it quite clearly. And again, here is the whole entire message that he just did. He did a new voice coming to the radio, third time over 15-year upgrade plan, watch system programming, broadcast program no radio. New computer program will be graded to recording, broadcasting, watching warning will be heard over the air. Broadcast remain until listener may notably that the message is a different point. And it said that the winter of the Noah Valley, the rock that part of it multiple property nationwide 50 and up into the evacuate the new boy that served part of it to treatment new boy directly on the treatment on January 7, 2018 meteorologist and one of my black guy closely maintenance new boy system programming are with back the only system programming it can be that once again no changes made time programming and Wilbur treatment Watson warning will continue alert before the after the new boy is preparing on January 7. Comment recording the other boy recontacting Brian Mitt, the late Brian Mitt. So yeah guys, that what it did, that what he noted, that what he did about, that what he did about the NOAA radio station. Now, now there is another video that I do want to show you guys before, I get off of here, and it's from, it's from K, it's from K, it's from KI-58, in, I don't know where, probably in Alabama. With the Paul White there. So I'm gonna let you guys listen to it. Give me a minute.
At noon on Tuesday, June 28th, the National Weather Service in Birmingham will complete the process of updating the software and systems that generate the messages for all no-weather radio transmitters in central Alabama. The upgraded software has been successfully tested on the Birmingham and Montgomery transmitters, so the remaining transmitters will be upgraded as well on Tuesday. The upgrade to our all-weather radio systems is necessary to ensure broadcasts remain reliable by replacing outdated. At Columbus, Georgia, it was night. Sunday, partly cloudy in the morning. It was 69%. The wind was north at suspended at this time. And steady. At Gadsden, it will be sunny. Highs around 90.
Alright, so that is the report cat from the BMA weather radio transmitter, and hold on, give me a minute here. So yeah guys, that is it about the boy of no weather radio all hat currently. I don't know what gonna be happening. I don't know in no weather radio. No, I'm not gonna be having the boy on back up on no weather radio hacker. I don't really think they're not gonna be doing that forever, but I don't really know if no weather radio not going to be doing that or not. I don't really think that lately, but certainly go on Elder Radio Weather and let's take a look and see if there were changes to the Weather Radio All Hatter season.
Yesterday's low temp.
Nope, I don't think so. Let's listen to Birmingham. Nope.
Jefferson, degrees. At McAllister, skies highs from the lower to mid 70s. For Sunday, 20 knots with gusts up to 25 knots. Wind wave is partly sunny with a California and western the Cartagena Strait and the Delta area, including those in the lower to mid 40s. The one this afternoon, sunny, highs in the 50s. Tonight, chance of rain showers in the evening. Now for the official national weather. Hawaiian waters within 40 nautical miles. So WWF 58 in the call.
So it looked like all no one real leaders in the area are not gonna have the tomboy back at lately anymore. But kinda sad that lately that no one radio I don't know that the tomboy is not gonna be coming back. And I don't know that the Tom and Donna and old Paul Boy are not gonna be coming back on no one radio dates anymore, because I don't know that all that the weather do not want to change their voices back to the tomboy that way. I think they're gonna keep the voice that they have right now, and not do that, so. But I did want to let you all know, I wanted to make a video to all you guys if you didn't know that, so and thank you very much for joining me, for coming on the air this afternoon. And before I go, wanna see on my WR120 weather radio, and before I go here, and
winds were north at 16 gusts.
yeah, because I think that with the tomboy, I think that it's the Paul boy maybe. So yeah, yeah, and I am gonna try getting that here on my radio scanner here.
City was 70 and fair. Dodge City was 67.
Alright guys, well, I believe that I'm gonna wrap up this stream. So have a wonderful afternoon, enjoy. I'll see you all later. Have a wonderful weekend at least. Again, thank you very much everyone for joining me on the air today. I hope you will enjoy, and thank you a lot for coming. I hope I'll see you guys. I'll see you guys later. Have a wonderful weekend. Goodbye, everyone, and see you sometime soon. See you and have a happy Saturday.